actors and writers to musicians, the close of the year is a time to remember those who inspired and challenged us, but whose muse has been silenced. The year began with British music icon David Bowie's death from cancer. The ever-changing artist behind ambitious concepts like Space Oddity and new wave pop like Let's Dance was 69 when he passed away in January. He was regarded by critics and musicians as an innovator, particularly for his work in the 1970s. His career was marked by reinvention and visual presentation, his music and stagecraft significantly influencing popular music. During his lifetime, his record sales, estimated at 140 million worldwide, made him one of the world's best-selling music artists. British actor Alan Rickman had won over a new generation of fans as Professor Snape in the Harry Potter series.
I will attempt to penetrate your mind. You will attempt to resist.
The actor, who had made his name playing beloved bad guy parts, also worked behind the camera, directing 2 films, The Winter Guest and A Little Chaos. The Italian novelist, literary critic, philosopher and university professor Umberto Eco was 84 when he passed away in February. He was best known internationally for his 1980 novel Il nome della rosa, The Name of the Rose. It is a historical mystery combining semiotics in fiction with biblical analysis. Prince has been lauded as one of the most inventive and influential musicians of modern times, with hits including Little Red Corvette, Let's Go Crazy and When Doves Cry. He was 57 when he died from an accidental drug overdose in April in his Minneapolis home. Anton Yelchin was a rising actor, best known for playing Chekhov in the new Star Trek films before he was killed in a freak car accident. He was struck by his own vehicle as it rolled backward down his driveway in June. He was just 27. The film Star Trek Beyond was dedicated to his memory. Gene Wilder, the comedic actor whose tightly wound characters often seemed about to tear out their frizzy hair in such classic films as Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory and Young Frankenstein, passed away in August at his home in Connecticut. The American actor died of complications from Alzheimer's disease at the age of 83. Andrzej Wajda was 90 when he died in October. The acclaimed Polish director was famous for his films which reflected his country's turbulent history. Recipient of an honorary Oscar and Palme d'Or, Wajda was a prominent member of the so-called Polish Film School. He directed more than 40 films in his 60-year-long career, working until the end of his life. Italian actor, playwright, comedian, singer, theatre director, stage designer, songwriter, painter and political campaigner, Dario Fo also passed away in October. He too was 90.
If you want a lover,
the author of Suzanne, I'm Your Man and Hallelujah, Leonard Cohen, died in November. He was 82. The Canadian musician and poet had released his latest album just 3 weeks before his death. On Christmas Day, George Michael, perhaps Britain's biggest pop star from the 80s, died tragically young at 53. With school friend Andrew Ridgeley, he formed the pop duo Wham, and his flair for songwriting brought them a string of hits from Wake Me Up Before You Go Go to Club Tropicana. Then, after years of being adored by millions of teenage girls, Michael announced he was moving on and going solo, but not before Wham had sold over 25 million albums and 50 million singles. His last years were marred by a string of arrests for drug offences. Michael was finally imprisoned for a month in 2010, after crashing his car into a shop in North London, and he said the experience finally led him to seek help for his addiction.